Hey, I want to start by saying this honestly, the very first time I switched to the 65-inch OLED C5, there was this quiet moment of relief, like I'd finally stopped convincing myself that pretty good was good enough. This is for the kind of person who feels the difference between washed-out panels and real color depth, who knows you shouldn't have to compromise just because something is cheap, and who treats picture quality as part of your identity, not just a spec sheet. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and availability right now. Screens this capable and desirable don't stay in stock at sensible prices for long. You knew it was time to upgrade because your old TV started to feel tired. Bright rooms made it feel dull. Fast scenes looked smeared. Even shows you normally loved started to look flat, like the image was trying but couldn't quite arrive. That sensation of subtle disappointment? That's exactly what this leaves behind. Once you experience OLED, I mean real self-illuminating pixels, you stop chasing brightness over clarity and color. On the C5, everything feels purposeful. Highlights pop without glare, deep blacks don't wash out under bright lighting, and motion feels smooth without artificial smoothing messing with intent. It's a living picture, not a processed one. In everyday use, this just integrates into life. You watch morning shows with real depth even with sunlight streaming in. Game nights suddenly feel like arenas because detail and response are aligned. And movie nights? They don't feel like watching anymore, they feel like being there. And navigating through your apps, switching content, all feels instant and fluid instead of sluggish and frustrating. The thing that really surprised me was how sound suddenly mattered. With Dolby Atmos and the Wow Orchestra tuning, voices and effects feel like they have space. You don't have to crank a bar or micromanage sound settings just to get presence. It holds weight every day without effort. If you're even slightly serious about how your entertainment feels, don't sit on this decision until prices swing or stock disappears. TVs like this, with real contrast, real motion clarity, and AI upscaling that doesn't feel gimmicky, get snapped up fast. You might wonder if a 65-inch screen is too much or too big for your space. That hesitation evaporates once you sit in the sweet spot and the image just fits. It doesn't dominate, it enhances. There's a certain pride that comes with owning something this refined. You turn it on and recognize immediately that you made a thoughtful choice, not a budget compromise, and that feels good. It's the kind of gear that quietly confirms, you see quality, and you act on it. Depth that feels alive, motion that reads every frame, bright rooms don't wash out scenes, sound that feels dimensional and natural. Every show becomes immersive and intentional, not the cheapest in class. Sound isn't a full external theater. At some point, you stop comparing and just choose the thing you already wanted, because every time you glance at something weaker, your mind circles right back here. So check the price, trust what your senses are telling you, and don't let this be one of those upgrades you put off and regret later. When you're ready to stop settling and start experiencing your entertainment every time you press play, this is the move.